Hey, how's it going, everyone? What is up? And welcome to my Arrow Season 4 Episode 1 review. Arrow Season 4 kicked off pretty strong. It had a great twist ending that's got me thinking like crazy. And it might not be the most obvious thing that everyone's thinking, or at least hoping for. That I'm actually hoping for a little bit less now. You'll know what I mean in the number one moment, I guess. If you want to stick around for the end of the video, I have like a scary story that happened to me earlier. It scared the absolute fuck out of me, so if you want to hear like a funny, scary story, stick around for the end of the video, after the review and everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the top 5 moments. So my number 5 moment, this is only a moment because of how many times you hear the fan base saying it as a meme and shit. Felicity Smoke, you have failed this omelet. Now, if you guys don't keep up with the fan base and don't follow Stephen Amell on Facebook when he does his meme Mondays, a lot of people like to put different funny things with "you have failed this city," and I think it's awesome and hilarious that the writers have actually added in basically a meme to the show like this. This is great. Now we have Team Arrow, Team Flash, it's been said on the show, and now we have the "you have failed this city" memes, you know. That is just great. But going to my number 4 moment, Damien Darhk shows up already. I'm really thinking that he's not going to be the main villain of the show. Just as that Vinny guy, I think his name was, something like that, in Season 3, he was the up until the mid-season villain. I think this is how Damien Darhk's going to go. I think he's going to be the big bad until the mid-season. We're going to see the real big bad pretty soon, and he's going to be terrible. And I guess they'll just battle Damien Darhk and probably end up killing him by the mid-season finale, and then the other guy will step in. I'm interested to see how that goes. I just don't think a villain showing up in episode 1 is going to be the main villain. It's just not usually how that stuff works. But then again, I could be completely wrong. I've been wrong before a lot. So he could be the villain from episode 1 till 23. I can't wait to talk about the twist ending. But yeah, as my hype grows to talk about it, so good the moment. So on to number 3. So my number 3 moment, no fucking way, Hal Jordan. So in a flashback scene, when it's after Oliver gets knocked off the building trying to be the hood, and Amanda Waller is talking to him in a bar, before they start talking, it pans in and you can see Hal Jordan's dad's coat that he gave him, and it's got Jordan as a name tag on it. It's Hal Jordan is coming. Green Lantern is coming to the CW ball in it. It's coming soon. I cannot wait. But on to my number 2 moment. The lighter tone is actually great, and I'm loving Elicity with this lighter tone. The only reason that Elicity drove Season 3 into the ground is because she was getting a scene every other scene, and in that scene, it was 90% crying. In every one of those scenes, 90% of the time she was crying. That was annoying as fuck. But now it's mostly jokes, and Oliver joking around with her, and her joking around with Oliver, and it's just a lighter. And the whole episode's lighter. There's jokes everywhere. It feels like an episode of The Flash, but in Starling City with Green Arrow. It's great, and they even do the name Green Arrow now. He gets on the television, you know, he takes over the TV and everything, and he says he is the Green Arrow now, which is great. I'm loving the lighter tone. The season's looking great. I think it really will make up for Season 3, and I think it's going to be a great season. But on to my number 1 moment. Yo. What? Oh, wait, what? So, at the end of the episode, it flashes forward 6 months at a funeral with Oliver and Barry, and when Barry comes in, he's like, "Sorry, I'm late." And Oliver's like, "Zoom?" He's like, "Yeah." So already there, Zoom, you can tell he's going to have a big presence in the next few episodes. And someone has died on Arrow. Someone has died. I don't think it's Felicity, though. I think it's either Diggle or Thea. I really do think it's one of those two characters. I don't know. Some people are saying from the emotions that he was showing, it had to be Felicity. I don't think it's that black and white. I think it could be Thea. I really do. It's interesting. But we probably won't find out until the mid-season finale. Mainly because they can't flash forward 6 months when they have a tie-in show that's following. What the fuck? Okay, internet came out. I'm sorry, I try to hide it. They can't flash forward 6 months when they have a tie-in show following the timeline that they're following. It would be unethical for them to flash forward 6 months. We'd be seeing spoilers from the Flash from that 6 months, unless the Flash flashes forward 6 months too, which is highly unlikely. So they're probably just showing a sneak preview of what to look forward to and raise questions for the mid-season finale. Someone's gonna die. But yeah, we probably definitely won't see it until the mid-season finale, because it would just be unethical to flash forward 6 months, because of the Flash. But yeah, let's go ahead and move into the review. But yeah, I think this episode started out pretty strong. I think it was a good first episode for the season to come back to, especially coming off the terrible finale that was, Arrow Season 3's finale, I guess. It was a pretty good episode. Actually, I would put it on the same bar as The Flash's. It's actually as good as an episode of The Flash now, which is good. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. This episode was great. I was going to give it a 9 out of 10. And then I was like, that's an M. Night Shyamalan ending. Shyamalan. That's how his name is said correctly, if you guys didn't know. So, yeah, 10 out of 10, just like The Flash. The Flash got a 10 out of 10. It was a great episode back, and I think Season 4 is going to be great. I hope they don't prove me wrong. But yeah, my bonus video for Arrow this week is most definitely going to be about who died, or who's going to die. So yeah, look forward to that. My Flash bonus video will be, I don't know, I'm thinking about changing up the schedule. I actually might make a video about this tomorrow. I'm thinking about doing Tuesday Flash, Wednesday Arrow, Thursday Supernatural, and then Friday Flash bonus video, Saturday Arrow bonus video, because I want to do a Supernatural video. It sounds fun, okay? So yeah, but on to the scary story. So I have a pretty messed up schedule right now, and people were over today, and I didn't get much sleep at all because I went to sleep at 10 a.m. They got over here pretty soon after, and I didn't get much sleep at all. So I woke up at around 5 to get up after being woke up a lot. I didn't really mind that I was waking up a lot, but I was exhausted. And I tried to wake up, but I couldn't, so I came back to my room, started watching YouTube videos, and decided to fall asleep in my chair with my bed scooted over to where I could lay my feet on it, or like the lower half of my body on it, and the upper half on a pillow in my chair and still watch videos. Well, I passed out for about 2 hours, and I must have rolled over onto my stomach, onto my left arm while I was asleep. And when I woke up, I was like, man, my left arm feels weird. And I raise it up, and my hand is just fucking dangling. And I'm like, okay, not good. And I can't move any of my fingers. I can't move it at all. And I'm like, oh god, fuck. And so I do the Drake and Josh thing where he slings his wrist. Ow, shit. That was my right wrist. Where he slings his wrist back and forth and he's like, can you make this sound? Well, I started doing that with my left hand, and it just pops. And I'm pretty sure I popped it out of place while I was asleep laying on it. And when I did that, it popped it back into place. It was not fun at all, but it didn't hurt. It didn't wake me up, well, I guess when it popped out of place. It didn't do anything like that. It didn't hurt when it popped back into place. My arm was just fucking numb for a little while, where the circulation was cut off, I guess, and now it feels fine. Unless I leave it idle for a little while, and then it starts feeling weird. But yeah, it wasn't fun at all. And that's one of my worst fears. Losing an arm, a hand, a leg, or a foot or anything like that. Fingers. That's my worst fear. I don't want to lose limbs. And knock on wood, I never will, hopefully. Or I maybe won't, please. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the spooky story at the end of bones and stuff and popping out of place and popping back in. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.